Guys, thanks for joining me. Today is the day we're going to go to a place I've been calling Secret Lake. For those of you who've been following me for a long time may remember videos that I made in the past where I talked about this place that I've been calling Secret Lake. And I've always wanted to come into this lake. It's a lake that I've, for those of you who don't know, new subscribers or recently subscribed, there's a lake here that I've been wanting to get onto for a long time. I've dubbed it Secret Lake. I've never been on there. Today is the day. We're through these bush. I'm going to portage a canoe in, and I'll talk more about that when we get out there. First order of business, we're going to do the first trip in, bring in some gear, come back, get the canoe, and we're going to get the paddle in the water. Once we're out there, then I'll discuss a little bit more about Secret Lake for those of you who don't know what's going on with that. So stick around, and hopefully today we'll have some great stuff happening. And if anything, it's going to be some fantastic exploring going on. So let's go do this, guys. Yeah, that paddling you hear right now, that is a wet paddle in Secret Lake. And this is a much anticipated time for me because the backstory for my new subscribers, in the last, I want to say before I get started, in the last couple of months I've had quite a bit of an influx of new subscribers. A lot of people from the hiking community, the RVing community, and other individuals, obviously. And you've all been fantastic. I love your comments. I love you. You guys are just great. I go check out your channels, and you guys are, all of you, you're doing like fantastic stuff and great hiking stuff. And I just love watching what you guys got going on. And I really appreciate you hanging out with me. So now that I got that out of the way, this is a lake here. I'm in Northern Ontario, and I found this lake kind of by chance a few years back when I was moose hunting in this area. And I tried to get into this lake and I couldn't do it. There was no roads, no trails, nothing leading into this lake. And I've been trying to get back here just to explore, because it is the thrill of the hunt, the thrill of the exploration, the thrill of seeing what's beyond, right? And this lake here showed no sign that anybody ever comes here. So last fall, I have a video called Secret Lake Phase 1. And that's a video where I came in here with a chainsaw and an axe, and I cut a portage trail into this lake from an abandoned logging road. And today I drove out here. It took me, from my place, it took me 3.5 hours of driving to get here. And we're finally here, and we're gonna go explore this lake. And at the same time, I'm gonna look, there's some features that I seen on this lake on maps and Google Earth. And I'd like to, if this is promising area for any kind of future activities, there is a spot that I'm gonna go investigate today to make a potential campsite. So stick with me. We're going to throw a line in the water because I have no idea what kind of fish is in here, because that's part of the thrill right now, is to explore this lake, see if there's any kind of fish, if any at all. There's fish everywhere, but we'll see what we can pull out of here. So stay tuned. I'm going to get rigged up, and we're going to do a paddle, and I'm going to give you a snapshot of this lake as the day goes by. Today I got Lexi, not Misty, and Lexi is absolutely enjoying herself. Right, Lexi? Say hi to the people. All right, enough of that. I'll bring it back later on. Did I mention that it's windy today? But that's okay because it chases away the flies. Ooh, that water is cold. By the way, how do you like my new hat? That right there is officially the first cast into what I've been calling Secret Lake. Okay, this is the first fish caught on Secret Lake. I just hooked on, and I don't know what it is, but it jumped behind me out of the water, and I have, what the hell? Oh, okay, it's just a pike. For a second, I thought it was a lake trout. I just saw the shine coming up. There you go. We have the official first fish of Secret Lake. Which is not surprising. There's pike everywhere in the north. Absolutely everywhere there's pike. All right, let's re-rig and see what else we're gonna pull out of here. So just ahead of the canoe, what you're looking at is a narrow channel. Once we come out of this channel, we're going to be on the larger section of the lake. This is where the lake opens up. So far, what I came out of is like an extension, like a big bay. And beyond the point that's on your left, it's still a mystery to me. I have not laid eyes on it yet. Let's see what it looks like out there. So I thought I'd do a little bit of an update. I'm hitting the shoreline here. It's a bit windy today. I hope it's not going to interfere with the filming. If there's wind noise on the camera, I'll apologize for that in advance. I don't have fancy camera equipment. So I'm close to a shoreline and I'm actually sheltered from the wind, and so far this place is absolutely pristine. It's so beautiful out here. It's so peaceful. There's no noise of any kind. And there's a lot of backcountry lakes that I frequent and I go to. it's in the middle of nowhere, but you know what? There's still human activity. There's logging going on, and sometimes you can hear these logging trucks and logging machinery for miles out. Absolutely way out there. You can still hear that traffic, that activity. There's none of that here. I'm so far removed. And the other thing is, I don't know if the camera won't pick it up, but periodically I blend in with the shoreline. There's some white pines in here. They're absolutely massive, huge white pine, and you can't really pick them out because they blend in with their surroundings. But as you get closer, suddenly you kind of get taken back. You look and you see these massive white pines towering up on the shoreline. Beautiful. I'm marking tons of fish as well, and haven't caught anything yet other than first pike when I first got on. But the day is young, and we're going to continue to paddle along and have fun. And I'm probably going to switch up to a different lure and see if something else, if that'll attract something. Because I'm charting the depth here on this lake. And so far, nothing points towards a lake trout lake, for example. It's black waters. What did you see, Lexi? Lexi just jumped up there. She saw something. So, so far it doesn't appear to be like a lake trout lake or something like that. And I think this is going to be just a very typical Northern Ontario lake. Probably has a good, healthy population of whitefish and cisco. I'm marking fish on the fish finder, and that's probably what that is. A lot of these backcountry lakes are very healthy with those types of species. Other than that, I'm having fun out here. The weather is beautiful. I'm about to take this coat off. It's supposed to get up to 21 degrees Celsius today. It's going to be like a true summer day. And there is an island behind me. I'm going to stop in there for lunch, and we'll resume. We'll do maybe a little bit of a chat once we get out there, if there's anything worth talking about. Decent sized pike in here. So I approached that island on the backside where it'd be sheltered by the wind, and as soon as I was out of the wind, the clouds of black flies that came out on me and the dog was just crazy. We're gonna go into the wind. Do you see all that black flies? Oh my God. As soon as I get to the shoreline, oh my God. I'm on the windy side, and it's just crazy. I'm gonna make another attempt here. Oh yeah, see how they disappear right away as soon as the wind picked up? I'm gonna make an attempt here, go on the shore. It's very rocky. Very, very rocky. I can't find a good place to land. I'm not done going around the island, so I'm gonna keep scouting for a good landing spot. Wow. Let's pull away here for a second and reassess this. there at the tip of my paddle is where the egg is. And look at the black flies. Okay, let's move back. Don't want to disturb a nest. And let's get away from these black flies. And Lexi, let's get away from those black flies. So I'm assessing my situation here. And just finished eating. Me and Lexi just had lunch. And I'm checking my GPS, and there's something else about this mystery lake. So far, I'm liking what I see, except for the black flies. And that island, I gave up on going on that. That's why I had my lunch right in the canoe out in the open. And I'm drifting, and I'm running my spoons, see if I can catch any fish. And I'm plotting the lake, checking the depth. But there's something else about this place. And that is, there is a marshland at the far end of the lake, and that leads up to another lake. And I'm looking at the clock, and I'm trying to determine if I want to go explore on the next lake up. Originally, I wanted to explore this island, which is actually just, that's it right there. But because I abandoned that, maybe I'll utilize my time. And my idea was to have a campsite on that island so I can come back on a future trip, and then I can continue exploring to the next lake. I think I'm going to head off to the other end of the lake and see what is involved with that channel and that marshland, or what exactly it looks like over there, to make it to the next lake. So we're not done. Day's still young. Right through that channel right there, there's another lake. And that's the lake, the second lake that I wanted to go explore. And I'm glad I paddled in here to see what's going on, because from here, it would be a little bit of bushwhacking to make it out there. I can't paddle all the way out to that lake. And that's what I thought I was able to do, is paddle right into that lake. Well, everyone, I think this is going to be it. I'm going to sign off. If I have more material worth looking at or talking about, I certainly will bring you back on. But for now, I'm just going to, the final note is, I'm happy to be on Secret Lake. I'm satisfied with what I've seen. That island that I tried to get onto, I trashed that idea, but it's still in my sights. And the next lake up, again, is a lake that there's no access to it, none whatsoever. So I'm going to try to get on that lake on the future, in the future. But that island, I think, would be a good base camp to make it to the next lake. So I'm going to paddle my way back up. Only one beaver dam to jump over, so it's pretty easy. And yeah, that's about it for today. Guys, thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out with me. And do come back. You'll see more of this kind of stuff. And for my viewers that are in Ontario, actually, today, congratulations, is June 1st. And Crownland Camping is officially open. So all of you Southern Ontario friends, you can start packing out. And I'll see you guys on the next one. For me, I can do day trips, so it's not a big deal for the Crown Land camping. I usually wait until the flies die down, so that's what I'm going to do. Once the summer heat kills off some of these flies, then I'll do some overnighters. Until then, guys, thanks for coming out, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, upsy daisy. Good girl. Sit, sit, sit. Good girl.